I hope you're ready. I'm very inspired after kicking Penguin's ass, and he will never have enough reputation to be able to, like, intimidate me in any way. Unless he talks to me directly. But that would be a suicide. For his reputation, potentially there's 1% chance that I will lose the debate, you know, like, shit. But we're not after Penguin, we're after every Skibidi toilet ever created on YouTube and established. Every single one of these fuckers. And yes, unfortunately, I'm gonna play the NPC part, the camera guy, who's just kind of observing. I'm just an observant creature. And the NPCs are not my friends, but fighting against Skibidi toilets is pretty fun. So I'll join in on the fun. Because I don't have a face yet, and I can't just project my face out there. It's not convenient for me. You know, I don't have a big-ass camera pointing at me, and I don't need it anymore. And maybe I will be able to establish myself soon enough. I need to buy a new computer, buy new equipment, all that shit. And maybe I'll show my Skibidi face. You know, it's gonna be a hybrid attack, so to speak. For people who don't understand, we're at Skibidi level 5. Every time I make a video about something, I have invested myself, my heart and soul and my brain cells onto discovering what it's all about. What are we talking about? Skibidi drama? The Zoomer generation came up with this fucking weird thing. No, the Zoomer generation came up with the emotion. I came up with a plot twist. I did it, okay? I'm the guy. There's some guys that they tried to unlock the lore. Skibidi lore. There's even MatPat in this sludge. Maybe he knows the lore and he feels like, oh, just gonna flush myself and retire. Easy. Easy escape route. Yeah, okay. Or maybe he's not supposed to be a victim. But let's find all the lore. Why is MatPat's video not showing up? Oh, it's the first one, of course. Alright. I was barely able to scratch the surface of this because it's so deep. It's ridiculous. It makes me rant immediately. I think I watched this fully. Let me just double check. So I'll try to climb up to the MatPat's video, because that's definitely a pinnacle of information. Again, you attack one YouTuber, many more come out. Or potentially you become popular enough where you start the sort of like movement against you. But YouTubers have to come out. YouTubers have to defend other YouTubers, because people trying to intimidate you in the comment section, it can work. These are tiny Skibidi toilets. Anyone who feels free to type their one-liners in the comment section, you must understand, it's kind of war, because everything people throw at me is negativity and dislikes. And it's like, do I deserve it? Can we, like, explain what's going on here? Why you don't like me? When this guy is yapping about his fucking basketball penises, I mean, people listen, people sit down, millions of people sit down. When I say actually big frustrations, I don't have reputations to spend, so I'm just yapping. Actually, you know, I'm the one. I'm the one taking the blame. I'm the one taking the nasty definitions. I can't stand this shit. This is some brain rot nonsense. This is zombie apocalypse level of insanity that has been captured by this stupid thing. You know, that's emotionally rich of information. And all it needs is a little bit of flavor of plot twist. This is happening, and this is the biggest drama of 2024, and maybe I'm gonna be in front lines. Thank you very much. No, it's not bad animation. It's, you know, a battle between two sides. One side, you know, has a very big weakness. They can just be flushed down the toilet. That's pretty crazy. And another side that, well, gets addicted into doing so. Gets addicted into fighting these things that just come out of nowhere when you flush one of them. It's all of a sudden a warfare. A drama that never stops. But I feel like, you know, people will learn their lesson. That YouTubers will see that by fighting this war, they just lose instantly. Almost instantly. The only thing that's happening is a distraction that they cannot peel away from.
Alexei Gerasimov from the Eastern European country of Georgia hasn't done a day of university, and yet he's now absolutely flush with money. Cash is...
Yeah, let's go. Eastern European, they say. I don't think Georgia is part of Europe necessarily, but sure. Wait, am I stupid again? That's where Georgia is? Smack down? Where is it? Map, please. What? No, not that Georgia. It looked like very similar to this part of the Europe. Georgia is over here. And past this line, I mean, it's hard to tell that this is Europe. Like, really? That's Europe to you? That's Iran, Iraq, Syria territory. Like, I can barely agree on this thing.
$100.
And I'm glad that this is like relevant because this guy comes from Georgia. Like, at least I didn't just fucking yap around about a country.
Success. But the question we want to answer is it just dumb fun? Or are there hidden depths to this toilet humor?
Again, you can put commentary on anything. You can actually put your spin in the story of what do you see? What do you see? Because it's very difficult to actually see what's going on here. It's just two sides fighting each other. But there's plot lines to it. There's mechanics to it that can be useful for storytelling. So it's like children gather around watching this thing and it's like wondering, what do the parents think about this? What's the plot line here? What would they say? What they would use it for as a metaphor to what exactly? Like, that's probably the psychological thing that's going on. To make things more interesting, while I watch this one thing, we're also watching Skibidi stuff. One more time. Everything. What is this poster thing, by the way? Is that meaningful? See what I'm like looking for? Like, I'm looking for, is this meaningful? Is this metaphorical? Can I like align it with real life? And what I have done is I'm like, I've seen faces. I've seen faces of people too many times. Mr. Beast is the greatest example of this nonsense. Where the only thing to market his videos, the only thing he can do, just like Andrew Tate as well, he has to put his face on a thumbnail. There's no escape. It's a trap, basically. It's a YouTube trap to put his face desperately. There's nothing else he can do for like years and years now. Just his face. Barely escaping after a 3-year mark. Barely escape at some points of these thumbnails. 4-year mark, okay? Because he didn't pick up on this idea of like, oh, the exploitation happens when I put just my face and everyone knows what to click on. Because I'm so popular and stuff. Yeah. And I'm getting tired of that. A lot of this stuff is very manipulative somehow. Like, if you have good reputation, then people click on your face. If you don't have good reputation, then people don't care about your face. That's the whole fucking equation. And we're basically living in this drama right now. A face pops out of the toilet, out of the algorithm, and you decide whether to click on the face or to reject the face. That's what you're doing. If you violently reject the face, if you vocally say that this face is like has to be flushed, everyone should do that. Now you might start a war, you know, against the faces of YouTube. And this is very interesting to me. This is how deep the rabbit hole goes. If Skibidi Drama resides on YouTube, that's where the whole drama is, and it has been manifested. And I feel this, you know, like the first fucking screenshot tells all the information you need to know. It's amazing. It's like, well, you have seen faces, like a face shows up. What did you expect? This face, by the way, this scares me. This scares me so much. This might be fucking a glitch. Let me compare faces. Because I've seen a Skibidi face potentially. Or someone who mostly resembles the Skibidi face.
500,000.
Tell me how accurate this is. Very close, right? It's kind of weird. Why is this guy? It's the recent, you know, the Sunny V video. about Deaf Noodles that made me aware of this guy. But the reason why this guy gets a glitch, and I think I need noodles in my collection, is because I clicked on this random video and he says this.
I've got fat face.
This is so fucking... I got fat face. Yeah, okay. I don't think it's fat. But the funny thing is, it's fatter than the Skibidi toilet. As if, like, we're talking to him. Of like, well, I have fat face. It's not exact match. But it's pretty close, alright? It's pretty close. Man, I really don't want the internet to start glitching around like this. Because that one was scary glitch.
Higher.
Yeah, it shows that there's big boys over there. And it's not like a line of, like, production line yet. It's just that they exist. The awareness has been growing past 30 seconds. This, like, jump scare sort of attack against the camera itself, against the audience, this is very important. Because every YouTuber feels, like, very intimidating and out of reach. Like, it's impossible to actually go toe-to-toe to them. But it shouldn't feel that way. Like, YouTubers are sort of, like, completely normal artists, entertainers. They're not that crazy, unreachable type of people. If you can spend time, quality time with the audience, you're a YouTuber. So you must understand, like, there's bigger audience than there's influencers, obviously. But influencers get to be praised, and the big ones get to be praised a lot and be very scary and shit. And intimidating. And kind of recruit you to be a part of the gang. Yeah, imagine people are just doing their thing and there's a fucking TikToker coming in there. Hey guys, give me attention now. Everyone turn into TikTokers. I mean, it was a meme that I found, so you're probably aware that there was a human sitting there, but now it's a Skibidi toilet. Now they're interested in this influencer thing. They want to participate more. And then they discover a bigger influencer afterwards, or they craft. This is more of a TikTok sort of a moment, because TikTok is recruiting new people into participating and all that shit, into being interested. You don't know if you're going to end up a TikToker if you just upload a few TikToks here and there, because at some point things can go viral. People can just cheer you on, and all of a sudden you're addicted to the algorithm. It's crazy, right? Like, everything aligns so far. It's almost like in the background, whatever, this was style is addictive. There's sort of addictive word in there every time you hear these things, or introduction into Skibidi. So even the lyrics themselves, yes, I have to call them lyrics somehow, probably, like, they're mysterious. Again, like, they might actually turn into something and scare the shit out of you the more you know. So this guy seems to have, like, a lot of charisma already. It's like, oh my god, I'm so tired of these faces now. And so the war begins of, like, shit, get out. And again, if you did it loudly and proudly, other people gonna fucking show up. At first, it's a metaphorical show up of, like, you realize after flushing one bad person, that there's many bad people on the platform, and that you're gonna try and avoid as best as you can. And maybe afterwards you're gonna discover that there's really bad people and really invasive. And all of a sudden it's turning a little bit too real to be able to stand. But let's just see what nerds are talking about.
This war is never ending. Somewhere there's a great foundry where new weapons and new entities are created. It seems.
Isn't it funny that the biggest video that I've made and the biggest project that I've crafted is spawned the Creeper's Forge. The forge that spits out Minecraft creepers. You know, that's what I wanted to do. And technically, Skibidi Toilet is similarly destructible, where it just explodes and it's gone. And it's the creeper is kind of more finely designed, some more acceptable. You wouldn't want a fucking toilet to run around as a mob in Minecraft. So this is sort of aligning itself to this, I think, leaning towards the factory that we're gonna get into, because that's the latest stages of like exploring these fucking factories and giants, basically, some weird shit.
At times we see.
I will try and align as many weapons of destruction, as many strategies into just the YouTuber way of strategizing against, you know, their opposition, because the opposition are also influencers that they don't show, but they don't show their faces. See, if I succeed, there's the anarchist guy who's praising Penguin, right? But he's mostly attacking people. But he's just praising Penguin because Penguin is doing the best job at canceling people. Except it might not be true for much longer. Penguin might not actually have that much reputation left. Who knows, right? I quit. That's what might happen. Even though he's talking about Queb. So yeah, this is very interesting to me. Like, you would think like this drama would cancel people automatically, but there has to be a commentator, a person, a staple by which you would cancel people, just to make sure that, what do you think, Penguin? What do you think? Should we cancel this person or not? What do you say? How do you contribute to the drama? Because we have to decide it as quickly as possible. People decide very quickly if I attack one of their favorite YouTubers. They decide very quickly to be in denial. But it's a lot more complicated when you're left without anchors to tell you what's bad. So you have these like faceless YouTubers who tell you of like, oh, this drama is, this person is bad and this person is bad. And then this is what happened to this guy and this is what he did and all that shit. There's all these faceless people. Faceless manipulators, bro. I mean, fascinating to me. So that's what these guys represent.
Earth-shaking organ sound, the toilets explode.
Yeah, there's the speaker guys. And guess what? These are probably like podcasters. Someone who really sits down for like hours and hours to dissect someone else's life, or live streamers. Like Jackson's was the first person that I've ever seen to literally jump on Sniper Wolf's titties, bro, and keep on fucking grasping for that shit, for that milky. So probably Jackson's is pioneering the idea of what you're gonna be doing as a fucking faceless streamer. Just being upset about one guy. Being known about being upset about one guy until he loses reputation. Until one of you loses reputation, because that's how battles work. It's very interesting. If you do something for long enough, it becomes a question of like, who's actually correct? Because he's putting so much effort into attacking this one person. There has to be a reason. All of a sudden, denial doesn't work very well, which is the only thing NPCs know how to do. Denial and rejection and negativity and just spit fire, all that shit. It's all just denial of some kind.
Headed toilets, toilets on legs, ones that move faster, and like Terminators, you can't bargain with them. They show no pity or remorse or fear.
That is very interesting. I'm not sure if I'll tell that YouTubers don't have any emotions, but technically you can't actually realistically feel emotions unless you're directly talking to them. You can only interact with their shit posting, you know.
You're such a
I want to, like, in the background, sort of give an indication of how many subscribers a toilet has, because we're climbing that fucking mountain of feelings. You know, that's what this series is all about, is just accumulating more and more power, the power level, the subscriber amount level. That's what people strive for, after all, on this platform. As I've said, even Susan Wojcicki, the first CEO, basically, was obsessed on Twitter, congratulating people of, you hit 1 million hits, 2 million hits, 10 million subscribers. Like, here's, congratulations, please invite me to your party, because I don't want to be lonely, Susan says. I would imagine.
Yes, yes video. Gerasimov said,
It's almost like a TikTok inspired project of like, oh, I'll just do the animation. Nothing crazy is going to happen. You never know. You never know what people are going to be obsessed about. So it's definitely a part of the plot to be obsessed about creation of content or shit posting simply because you're popular enough to do so.
It's part of the machinery that we invented. Gerasimov is saying technology will become omniscient, and it'll fight the most basic part of us that wants to rule the world. It's poop versus progress, the flushing.
I mean, so far, so good. Is that what he said, the creator?
Progress fights something very basic that's been with us forever. The series
Ah, the Purge, bro. This is awesome.
of us fighting our inventions. It is the past versus the future. Are the toilets who worship authority caught in the anal stage of life? Are you?
They say anal a little bit too on the nose. But the idea, yeah, these are, you know, authority worshippers, and authority for them is just bigger number, better. It's crazy. And then there's this guy, like, I've shown you guys, the Noodle. The Noodle guy is pretty interesting because he wants to lose subscribers. He wants to get a new feeling unlocked for himself. This is very interesting. It might actually shift some perspectives. This guy might actually be a big deal at some point.
It's introducing new figures and new weapons. If there's a storyline, it's that humans were wiped out and possibly became
No, they're not wiped out. They're just recruited into siding with either one of these. I already know what thumbnail I want to make for this one. Alright, so we finished this one fairly easily now. So now you're discovering that a lot of people are actually just battling this toxic YouTuber economy almost. And there's faceless YouTubers doing exactly what you just did. You know, flush down someone's reputation down the toilet because you don't like that person. You don't want them to be reoccurring. But, you know, it's not that easy. Oh, you're dabbling into drama. Now you're violently upset about these fucking Skibidi toilets just coming out of all over the place. And I'm still at this level, right? So we're like at level like 100 Skibidi or power level. So 100 subscribers. All right. Literally the moment you started policing people, now you see these people who police you back. The way you acted, now you're able to unlock another part of awareness immediately. It's not that everything has changed, is that your awareness has changed. So now you see these fucking police. Because it feels like you're being pursued of doing something bad, of like flushing these Skibidi faces is the bad thing that you just done. Now you see the fanboys actually come after you. Previously, you just flushed a random person and random things happen of like, oh, why did you do that? And questioning your behavior. It felt like the attack was on you, but now you just genuinely did something wrong, it seems. You attacked someone's reputation. See, it's not the flush of these two faces that matters. Is the declaration that you don't like this face in particular, that you want to flush this guy down. The most personal face that you had to deal with, you don't like it anymore. This happened to me with Mark Basio. My Skibidi journey happens the moment I flushed this guy right there 1 year ago. This is the oldest video amongst these ones. It's the oldest one. It immediately blew up. It's immediately watchable because Mark Passy releases like 3-hour videos, which is absolute yapping, at least for the first hour. Just absolute yappery, and it's at some point he starts just attacking the audience, being very upset about everything. It's just like a gruesome experience to just listen to this guy. And you never really know until you get to the alternative parts, until you explore more of the world, until you escape the sort of programming that you can get sucked into because of the Skibidi faces that you trust so much. You're waiting for their new upload and all that shit. And it's like, well, this is the worst YouTuber because I went a little bit too close and gave too much respect to this guy. Now it's a reverse process for the whole fucking year. But I definitely had to deal with instant police. Instant policing of like, no, you're the problem, you know? The funny thing is, it was sort of divided. The people didn't just immediately attack because they're like old people, old enough people. But they're still policing, they're still questioning your sanity, they're still interacting with you and wondering if you're the problem potentially. And obviously everyone, eventually every policeman is gonna find some kind of problem within you. So I had to experience this exact fucking moment, bro. Yeah, I mean, you get approached, for what you've done. You feel like, oh, it's not touching me yet, it's not about me, but they're coming for you, bro. Now, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. But I think it's kind of like slow discovery that people are literally worshipping these folk, and some people are holier than others. It's just some fucking weird experience to have. Maybe we're like approaching 200 power level. Maybe that's where we are right now. Literally a jump. Because for me, to get subscribers is very difficult. And at some point, we're going to get to the level that I don't have the experience of, but other people have talked about it because they went on this hike. You know, I just sit in my fucking room. I don't do anything. I don't show my face. I don't try to fight this war constantly. I don't try to stir up drama, but I want to understand what's going on. You know, I want to paint a picture desperately. I want to have context of how YouTube actually looks like. And this is very relatable to me. All right, let's listen to another nerd so we don't get sucked into.
There's an expression, you're only...
Seriously? Seriously? This is very important, it seems. We're aligning everything, it feels. Because if I'm thinking about the holiest person, it's going to be the Penguin. He's painted as the holiest person.
Every day that I just... It goes right over my head and makes no sense to me.
Yeah, there's a new thing every day. Just like your shitty upload every day. I still have to beef with this guy. I've beefed 2 Skibidi episodes ago. Bro, leave me alone.
Completely.
But this is what's happening. Like, I flush Penguin, and now there's fucking Skibidi toilets coming in. You know, oh, what did you do? What did you put on a thumbnail? Why is there slime on a thumbnail? What's going on? Me and I have to click on this and defend Penguin. This is what's happening, bro. This is your fucking stupid plot, little bitch.
Every day. This is probably the biggest branch of content I've seen since Minecraft first blew up. And maybe even bigger than Roblox.
Wait, Minecraft is overshadowed by Roblox, bro? Just because people like Roblox doesn't mean that it's bigger than Minecraft. Because quality also matters. This is why I said, like, Minecraft is dying. But there's children playing Minecraft right now. There's a resurgence of Minecraft. I can feel it. Shut the fuck up, Ant Venom. It's dead. And you killed it to some extent. Like, you have to admit it to that shit as well. Like, original creators have killed Minecraft. Like, Captain Sparkles was just doing Reddit nonsense, and it resurged I didn't expect that. No one can expect that. But if something is popular with the children, someone's gonna monetize that shit eventually. And with Skibidi Toilet, it's different because it's goddamn not a game. It's something bizarre. It's a bizarre experience almost that we need to try and explain until it, you know, solidifies in our brains correctly. Otherwise, it's just, you know, it's just a toilet person fighting some camera person. Like, what? How is that entertaining? It's not. It's another children's thing.
Which is why a lot of people, you know, around our age here.
But that's the cool part. If you can deliver Skibidi Toilets to a higher generation and explain it to them of like the deeper lore behind this and convince them of that, that's pretty big achievement, isn't it?
Views. 21 hours ago, 14 million.
And most importantly, you have to understand this is an international phenomenon because it doesn't have languages. It's just visual appeal. That's the most important part.
Milk.
It almost makes me scared because, again, I'm talking English and only English-speaking people are gonna be approaching me, and most of them are toxic pieces of shit who have privileged life, basically.
Alexa.
Mostly TikTok serves me some pretty decent American or English-speaking people. So, I get to see the good side of it, but normally it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit nasty. People getting a little bit too comfortable with English alone and English attitudes.
To the grassroots. The world is resetting.
I mean, yeah, new generation, prepare yourself. Penguin, you might not be welcome.
Maybe finally the internet's beginning to heal.
That is his conclusion after spotting Skibidi Toilets. That the internet is beginning to heal. What? How did that happen? Because that one is offbeat.
Now we had that guy naring his butthole, like bare asshole.
The only bare asshole is the fucking last video that we talked about. If bear attacked, then you tackle the bear through his asshole. What the fuck? The only fucking bare asshole is his commentary. Alright, get out of here. Yeah, so we don't have a good measure for, like, who's actually a good YouTuber, who's making good content. I have not encountered anything like what I'm doing. When I grab the valuation thing, it's just like, I'm the only one doing it properly, you know? And I invented, like, I stacked everything. All this experience. While everyone else were busy doing whatever. New feature. Alright, that works. I would use it for power level. So I might have to restart everything, but it's too scary to restart. Instead, I can do like something like this. And change the name here. There you go. Oh, we got the actual lyrics.
My style is ridiculous.
Okay. Okay, besides this, there's nothing else to it. It's just mixed with another song. I don't know what to make of it. Style? The only cool style thing that happens is style theory. Maybe he stole the idea. So yeah, we have the High Priest. The ultimate penguin, bro. The Edgelord. The Halo. Smash this guy, bro. Got flushed. So sad, bro. I actually made a card because of this. I thought it was cool. What the fuck is this shit? I'll just add 200 to that power level, bro. Oh shit, I can't. I have to rename it. Now there's full-blown war, bro. And Skibidi toilets, like the normal ones, are very aggressive. Okay, now there's a full-blown fucking giants. Okay. And they can shoot lasers. Holy fucking crap. One side gets a weapon, another side gets a weapon. Okay. I am completely lost, by the way. Also, I slept, so I don't want to just jump into a Skibidi toilet lore that quickly. But I don't see nothing, bro. I just see a crazy dude who doesn't care about nothing, bro. Okay. Bait and destroy.
That is ridiculous.
There's a whole infiltration now. Yeah, you never quite know what YouTubers can do, I would imagine. Unless you anger them. Oh, so now these get defeated. The ones that we saw right after the priest. We're probably at like 5,000. Fucking unflushable as well. So we introduced like 2 giants, sort of? Or maybe this one. But we still haven't yeah, 2 giants. Yeah, but we still haven't defeated the final boss of 5K. We also introduced the sound things. I didn't see that. But holy shit, bro. Is that Dream? Is that a speedrunner? He looks like a nobody, right? Like, he never actually showed his face, but everyone knows his name, right? Or rather, skills. We still haven't defeated the final boss. And this gets corrupted. Technically doubling the power level. Because it's complicated now. It seems unstoppable now. Even YouTube gets attacked, bro. Oh, wait. Or at least notices that they're fucking a threat. Potentially that little explosion increases to 15k. I'll do slight increase. Okay, they finally invent the anti-corruption laser. But it don't fucking work. We still haven't beaten the final boss, and now the video repeats itself. Okay. Style is ridiculous could refer to just the way people make videos, which is more exploitative than actually entertaining. Okay, they're getting even stronger now. While they're dominating. Okay, the television guys. What is it? The leftover movie producers or something? They start jumping into this to distract the masses, to intimidate. Because again, technically, YouTubers are going through a transition. But so everyone else, some people are going to be left behind anyways, and they have to bump into these folk. And I'm probably not going to choose the YouTuber side, but the audience. Is the audience fucking manifesting resistance against YouTubers. I might not have a lot of subscribers, but that means I'm a part of the audience more than part of the YouTubers, you know? Or faces that you have seen too many times. Giant number 3. But the first giant, like, ran away. So now we are at, like, 40k power level. Yeah, some big movie guy shows up, I guess, in this level. Bro, the censored ones are coming. TV people can actually teleport because they still have space. Wow, that is fascinating. Like, again, YouTubers invaded television movie space, but they can't take all of it. They can take like 5%. So there's 90% of the space to teleport. Increasing power level again. This guy is still corrupted. We still haven't fought the final boss, for fuck's sake. Technically should be watching like this. Okay, finally. Finally, bro. At 56k power. But then it keeps going. They all unite, bro, against this giant. This may be unrealistic in case YouTube stands up for something or actually crafts weapons for us. Whichever side they choose, like, it matters how this story plays out. Bruh, female movie. People. I can't show it because it's goddamn difficult to navigate. Yeah, that one. What the hell, bro? A transformer? Fourth robot, bro. Fourth giant. Bro, they use plunger now. Bro, we got snipers now. Now we're far away from facing just big creatures for some reason. I don't know. But one big idea is that, you know, children get corrupted. Sort of corrupted with power. By watching these things, you have to, you know, ground them properly. You have to teach them how it actually is supposed to look like. In your heart, everything can look different. Most people would just see war and destruction, fighting, and all that shit. Anyways, we'll get to that at some other episode. I still need to climb the tower. Past Penguin. Did I say Penguin has only 300 subscribers? That's his power level, bro. Technically, it's 1,300. He is at the moment 400, 1,400. But his loss of reputation and seeing how easy it is to just debunk his good quality existence on the platform. I mean, like, shit. Anyone can beat this guy. They just not found the right way to do it. They didn't found a church. So yeah, it's a power simulation where two things, good versus evil, happens. There's clear good, there's clear evil. It's just, you don't understand what it means as a child. But you see the faces that they make the weapons, all this power simulation, basically. Or power fantasy.
Government experiments? Can we successfully categorize each of the toilet species?
Oh shit, there's probably a wiki page. But they don't have power levels, bro. They don't have them numbers.
The things that normal, functioning, and less mentally deranged people don't think about.
I mean, there's Americans who are stupid, so they can't have mental illness because they're too stupid to have one. And there's Europeans that have mental illnesses and nothing else because they don't have anything to do. Anything good to do. I would avoid words like decapitation and eating because that shit's crazy, bro. Like, if you have mental problems, or at least other people projected mental problems, one thing you have to do is clean yourself and not be negative, and not add negative words in your vocabulary. Because that is cringe overload. Yeah, the G-Man. The G-Man that survived way too long. And it's also a G-Man. So, who's that? I would relate too much. I'm the Geo, bro.
Other toilet heads. making it an easy target and also acting as a training exercise for how the cameraman should
Fucking training exercise, bro.
take down larger targets. The
Yeah, training exercise for larger targets.
angel
How cool is
toilet
that?
head, most of humanity has gone into hiding,
No, they have to pick a side.
in which
Like when there's a power creep of the entire world, you have to pick a side, otherwise you don't have any power. As cool as Skibidi thing is, it's still the internet thing, it's not a real life thing. So it's not gonna help most of the people. You have to just invest your time here and support the good side, because the evil side will already exist. There's already a monopoly of people who earn money and have clinged onto the ownership of the internet after all. But yeah, there's the fire element. So if you nerd out about something that does not exist in real life, you're just gonna burn yourself up with no returns. You're gonna learn too much of the shit that doesn't matter. This same problem happens with gamers who invest into games, but the games don't actually give anything besides you having fun and maybe having certain experiences. But like, for fuck's sake, you can't burn yourself. You can't learn too many facts about what we're doing here. We can always operate in metaphors of things we already care about. And I might just care a little bit more than other people, because I haven't settled down yet with anything. Or I have my own shit to deal with that's way bigger than Skibidi Drama will ever be at the moment. You know, as much as YouTubers care, I still don't receive anything while being a part of this, you know, platform like for 2 years. Maybe 200, 2000 power level I can achieve quickly. War is never about war. It's about unity, bro. Maybe making sure that anyone can contribute, anyone can come together, anyone gets attacked or threatened. If they're on the internet, they have to know whether they're fighting. Or in real life, there's a lot of kinds of pollutions. I'm fighting noise pollution. Apparently he has more. Nope, he doesn't have more. Stay subscribed, am I right? Jesus Christ. I don't know, I didn't found many new things. Fucking Timberlake jumped on this one? Or got dragged into this thing? Wow.
To 99.9999% of people is what the
999.
story of the series is. But I'm here to tell you, it is so much more than that. The
Oh my god, it's so much more, MatPat. Enlighten us. Or will it happen to you?
heads and the cameraman is really symbolic of the battle between YouTube content and traditional media's.
Let's fucking go. But that's not true. It's YouTube content getting into the next level, but being attacked by anyone who can, because it's the best opportunity to grab piece of cake, basically. It's where monopolies open up. The establishment has to re-establish itself, so it's a perfect opportunity to attack, basically, and grab something for yourself.
Yeah.
I would like to grab a little bit of spotlight and shine a light of how good my content actually is. I don't know.
Thousands though, free
The problem with Skibidi Toilets being YouTube is that it's a fucking toilet with face on it. So I don't know how MatPat fucking justifies YouTubers being Skibidi Toilets without him questioning reputation of his whole story arc. For me, I'm like, I don't like YouTubers. They're established, but they kind of look toxic and weird and unattractive, and even like a thing where I'm praising Sniper Wolf, everyone else wants to fucking destroy it. Destroy her high quality content. Shut her down. It's like, bro, like, you guys want to go into dark ages that easily?
than ever.
Sniper Wolf is better than most creators because she's still showing other creators and not herself. Most importantly, right? Like, it's crazy. Even if she's stealing and all that shit, but you get to a perspective change at least. Even if you don't have to subscribe to anyone or follow someone on TikTok, you got a perspective change.
Are literally toilets, the place where you poop, like a YouTube poop. Pretty
Oh, is that irrelevant part of YouTube that I don't care about?
good of entertainment. So where does this franchise end up going from here? Well, we have ourselves our new protagonist in Defuk, who will eventually take...
Oh, of course. So if he even inserts himself in a few fucking frames, now he's the most important creature of the story, am I right? Man, MatPat has fucking brain rot for real. He sees something in the fucking corner of the screen, 3 pixels, and it's like, that's the most important part. That's the one. Oh my god, look, there's the pixels on the screen.
Is doing throughout the series so far. He's picking up the broken remains of the camera heads, the broken remains of traditional media. Creators like Defuk got...
Oh, look, it's a human being. It's crazy, right? It's just the storyteller. He's not picking up anything. You don't know what the fuck he's doing. That's speculation. That's giving him too much power. Of like, oh, he understands so much. He's such a good content creator, bro. He's such a good storyteller. And he's gonna, like, take over his story and, like, consume it. By being very present in it. Like, are you fucking stupid? How is MatPat this stupid?
The film and music that they enjoyed consuming. Defuk wants to take the...
Defuk wants... I understand his intentions already after a few pixels on the screen. He wants to, like, combine these things together. He wants to be a bigger and greater person than just YouTube pooper. Bro, you must understand, like, it's a complete coincidence that a person comes out of the toilet and embodies a viral sensation. And now you have to run with it, now you have to build a story. Is that the story you want to tell? About a dude who's inspired by making better and better content? That's Mr. Beast's story. Get the fuck out of here, MatPat. Mr. Beast wants to make such good content that is like movies, you know? Instead of being towards you to poop. Leaning towards you to poop. This is not that kind of story, bro. I'm disappointed. But that's what I wanted, to be honest. I wanted MatPat to fail.
Is the merge point. He is the next step in the evolution of the medium.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. The inspiration is the point. The breaking point. The leadership sort of guidelines. But it's everyone has to contribute for things to transition. Everyone has to want to go to that next level. You know, you have been trained by YouTubers, but that doesn't mean that YouTubers gonna get to that next level. Maybe, but maybe you can. You know, people who teach in schools, who interact with you in schools, may not be able to climb mountains anymore, but you might be able to do that.
But by episode 50, suddenly we have cinematic camera changes, complex sound design, depth.
That's what happens when when something goes viral, then you're like, oh, I'm gonna invest everything into this because this is amazing. This is my life now. I know how to do this sort of thing. I want to see how far we can stretch this like war. You know, that's it. That's all that's happening. So it's just a dude vomiting his emotions because he was allowed to by capitalism. Congratulations. We have told him of like, hey, I like your meme. Can you make it more and more and more extreme to infinity? See how far you're gonna last? That's what we told him, basically. As a collective. That's it, bro.
Epic takedown of toxic internet content, or the crew than a YouTube poop. Skibidi Toilet isn't an epic takedown of toxic internet content, or the...
Are you sure, MatPat? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you fucking sure? Because storyteller does not get to tell the story. He just gets to build the story. We get to tell the story. We get to interpret and use the material that we see that's surreal into real life applications. Just like MatPat uses all kinds of lore things because, you know, he makes his own spin. And his spin is very viral. But this is everything he's wrong about, I mean, is right here. Where he's like, oh, this is definitely not the correct answer. Then says the correct answer, bro. This is definitely not 2 + 2 = 4. There can be no such thing. Let's see the whole
you than a YouTube poop. Skibidi Toilet isn't an epic takedown of toxic internet content or the corrupt industrial bigwigs at the studios.
Corrupt, yeah. I'm not sure about that. But corruption can sometimes be like being dormant is also being corrupt. Because you want profits, but you don't know how to reach the audience anymore. So that would be corrupt, yeah. So everything he's denying, he's correct about if he wasn't being fucking denial little bitch. Like every NPC out there. Just full of denial.
Instead, it's evidence that the titans of entertainment can coexist together.
Oh, level up the YouTube poop. That's all? That's it? That's your conclusion? Oh, YouTube poop leveled up. Okay, let's go to FNAF now. FNAF lore.
Well, we have ourselves our new protagonist in Defuk, who will eventually take center stage.
Like, how wrong can you get? It's like, oh, he's gonna take center stage. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, let's see how wrong he is. Let's see how wrong MatPat is. This is the guy. And after MatPat opens his stupid mouth, his prediction is going to be more wrong than right because storytellers don't like to tell stories that are already told. You know, it's just, excuse me. Now it's very easy to avoid of like, just like not put this character that has this face in the story and we're good to go. Or a human being doesn't finish the story, okay? We're good to go, bro. Jesus Christ, man. So much confidence in MatPat of like, I know exactly how this fucking shit ends. I've seen those 3 pixels. They're gonna manifest into the ending.
Video.
He's doing that because those 3 pixels represent the storyteller, the person that owns the story. So technically he's always correct because like, wow, he went viral. He's just kind of rehashing the brain cells that like, oh, big numbers. He has big numbers. He's in the story, guys. He will like finish the story and stuff and like save the world. This is how stupid MatPat sounds like. See you guys next time. It is not a game theory. We're flushing all these channels down the drain.